Well, it's another handy place where the rope come along can come in handy, because I was thinking about if I ever had a tree come down or a branch, you know, you always want to put a rope on it, and if you have a come along, it would only pull about 6 feet, 10 feet, maybe 20 feet at the most, while the rope come along pulls the whole length of this rope. And basically, you can just pull this through so it's tight, and the ratchet works by fitting exactly in this wheel. You see how that wheel is right in there? It fits this rope exactly. So you want a 3-strand rope. There's a little wind here, not much, but some. Once it tightens up on there, and once the rope tightens up, it just pulls. So if I want to cut that branch, I can pull it away from there and cut it, and not have it fall on the opposite side of this fence. But where I think it could come in handy, say it fell on something, you had a tree branch fall on something, and you want to pull it away, or you want to lift it up, you got unlimited length. You can't do that with something else, like another kind of come along, only this kind. I think this is made by, I'll put the name down there, I forgot what the hell it was. It's some USA company. Yeah, it says USA right there. Only ones that make this. But you can pull the whole length of the rope. That's the big disadvantage of a regular come along. You don't have a problem with this rope come along. So yeah, you can see I'm pulling that branch back pretty far, but you know, if I want to pull that branch out of the way or something, I can. That's probably going to rip that branch right off, but that's okay too, because that's one way of trimming a tree. Just rip the branches off. That might be the smarter way to do it, actually. Just pull the branches right the hell off. And you know, when this thing springs, I'll have that tree in the way. It ain't gonna hit me. Plus, it's a rope. It's not a cable. That's the other thing. When you break, you know, something snaps or something comes loose with a rope, it's nowhere near as bad as if it's a cable or a chain. So it looks like it's gonna rip that branch off. Maybe that's the way I should freaking trim this tree and get it away from here. And once you get those branches away from here, I could knock this trim this back quite a bit. So yeah, it's a handy tool, man. So looks like it's ripping that branch. Yeah. And you know, the other thing is too, if you have a couple different trees, here you go, pulled it right off. There it goes. If you have a couple different trees, say you wanted to brace that tree up to that one, you could put that come along rope around there a couple times and torque it up, and or maybe all 3 of these trees, or all 4 of these trees, or all 5 of these trees, and tie them together so they're all in one big bundle where one won't fall down, where they're all bracing each other. So that's another idea for that rope coming along too. Not to mention also, if you got a vehicle stuck in snow, or say I had to pull this trailer up a hill or something like that. You know, I had to pull this thing up a hill. It's my little fold-up utility trailer. I got up on blocks. That's a 60-gallon aluminum gas tank or diesel fuel tank that I got for her too. That's you know, you can fill it up with diesel fuel. That's a handy tool. Only one place makes that. I forgot the damn name of the place still, but I think I got it over here on I saved the instructions. I actually took packing tape on these. Sorry for the wind. Actually took packing tape on the instructions and I left them in a plastic bag. And let's see where they are. Yeah, here's the instructions. Yeah, it is windy out here. A little bit, but this MAASDAM, oh, you can hear that. Let me put this in the car. You can hear me, man. It's a MAASDAM, MAASDAM. That's what this is. Made in USA. And I taped up these instructions with packing tape on both sides, so it should be pretty much impervious to water in case I ever need to get parts for this or some shit. I'm not sure. I don't know what the hell. It's a simple device. I mean, not much to it, but it's always good to keep the instructions. So I keep them in a bag with the rope and stuff. But yeah, it's good if you got a problem with trees too, man, or if you got a vehicle stuck in the snow. You know, if you have a pole, say 50 feet away, telephone pole or tree, you can get that rope on there. You can pull that vehicle the whole length of it. It's not like you got to pull it 6 feet and then try to detach it and freaking get it reattached. In the meantime, it's sliding back, just like with a tree. Say you got a tree laying on something. You're pulling it away from something, or branches on something. You want it to be able to just keep pulling. That'll pull for the whole length of the rope. Only place that makes it's made in USA too. It's a good product, man. Good product. You know, if you're moving logs, so you're making something out of logs or something out of wood, you can't move it. That's the thing you want to have it move it with. So it could be pretty handy for hurricanes too. Or this was like the storm that wasn't, but maybe it's coming around. That's the other thing. I'm not sure.